is up, awesome people, and welcome back to Thingamajig Thursday, the day where I upload completely random videos that aren't particularly following a particular formula and all that. I think every time I do Thingamajig Thursday, that intro always changes, but the point always remains the same. Random videos, just once-off little things. But anyways, in the last time we met up for Thingamajig Thursday, I covered a random unboxing video on the Pokemon Tretta packs, and I said I had a second parcel that I needed to unbox because I had quite a lot of Tretta packs that I bought from a bulk sale that was on eBay. We opened up quite a lot of Tretta packs, so a lot of them were quite cool as well, and I made a lot of mistakes in that first part, which I will correct in this particular second part, and there may very well be a third part as well, because I kind of found out afterwards the packs that I'm after for, I only got 2 of them that I actually needed for the 3DS version of Pokemon Tretta Lab, which only takes Series 1 and 2, and all the packs I opened up were like Series 3 to 5, so that was kind of unfortunate. So I'm kind of hoping this actually has a bit more of Season 1 and 2's packs, so I can actually do that particular region lock series. But anyways, without further ado, let's crack open this bad boy. I'll go over the extra mechanics because I've actually gone and researched all the mechanics now for Pokemon Tretta. I'll explain them in more detail this time round, and then we'll get through and do the actual unboxing and reacting type of stuff, and then we'll get on to part 3 when I get those pucks in the mail. Anyways, let's rip these open, and yep, this is going to be very loud, so I'll do another jump cut like I did before. Okay, I've got no idea what that is. I think I might unbox this one first because I'm not sure if that's gonna be like a, you know, message in a bottle type of thing, and then like they've thrown in something else for me. But that's not a Tretta pack. Maybe I should have opened up that parcel first. But anyways, I'll open this one up off screen just in case it is something that's only meant for my eyes. But we'll have a look. Oh, he mentioned Chopsticks in the letter. Did he send me Chopsticks? This has just gone on to something else. So apparently this is Chopsticks. I've used Chopsticks before in the past. I'm absolutely dreadful at it. I've had someone try and teach me. So okay, we're gone from unboxing Tretta to now unboxing Chopsticks, but these actually don't feel like the wooden chopsticks that you get from usual Japanese restaurants and everything. Even here when you buy sushi and all that, you get your plastic or wooden chopsticks, but these actually feel like legit chopsticks, which I'm really curious about, and one day I will learn how to use chopsticks. Okay, 3,000 years later I managed to open up the plastic around it, but no, he legit sent me some actual chopsticks. Holy! These actually look really fancy. Now I actually feel like I gotta learn how to use chopsticks. I mean, if anyone can actually send me a tutorial on how to use chopsticks, I will be eternally grateful, because it's been something I've been wanting to learn for years now, but I just can't seem to get the grip on how to actually use them. I mean, heck, I could even do this when I eat sushi. I could actually eat it like an actual Japanese person. I feel like an idiot every time I go to like Japanese restaurants and you see everyone else using chopsticks and you're like sitting there eating them with your fingers. Oh, look how cool they are. See, I'm fascinated by anything like just simple-minded or isn't like something you get in Australia. Like, as I said, here in Oz, you get wooden chopsticks or plastic chopsticks. I just got sent official or authentic Japanese chopsticks. I think it was like, see, I'm probably gonna show them off wrong. I think you gotta hold them something like that. I'm probably embarrassing myself already on camera with chopsticks. Seriously, I don't know how to use chopsticks. I've never been taught. I've never been in a situation where I've had to use chopsticks. I've had someone try and teach me, but it obviously failed. I don't know where I'm gonna put them. My desk is so messy, I don't want to get them. I'll put them there for now. It's about the only clean part on my desk. Anyways, we'll get back to, like, doing Tretta openings. Oh, anyways, that's still amazing. I got sent chopsticks. I'm so happy right now. Anyways, I'm gonna open up these. We'll go through the Tretta packs as well, and I'll explain more of the Tretta mechanics. Alright, there's all the pucks I need to open up this time round, so there's not as many as last time, I do believe, and we've got some single small 2x1s here, which is going to be really easy to open up. Then we've got some piles of 4 times 3, and that will basically it. And I'll probably skip through a lot of these because I would make a safe assumption that a lot of these are going to be duplicates, since we opened up majority of them in the last episode. So I'm going to put these ones to the side. We'll open them up last and do these ones first. Also, I like to make a little thing about what I mentioned or was like confused about last episode. Was a particular puck I got. It was all in Japanese. I was like, you know, this one's not like the others because it hasn't got English written on it. Those are apparently the pucks that I need to get in order to use for the Japanese version of Pokemon Tretta, and I've now lost my scissors. So they're the ones I actually need to be looking out for, and already straight off the bat, oh, actually, straight off the bat, I may have actually had the series that I actually need. See how it's got Pokemon written on it? You know, I was like, you know, this is really cool. Why is this not got English written on it? Yep, they're from Series 1 or 2. So that's what I'm actually looking for. So sweet. I was actually starting to get a little bit disappointed after that, and I found out the fact that, you know, that Nintendo decided to cut off support for a Tretta Lab after Series 2. When it came to Series 3, that was it. And the fact that, as I said, I opened up mainly Season 3 to 5. None of those pucks were usable on the 3DS version. So we've also got some greens as well. They are from, I think, one of the more earlier sets as well. I know the red is like the earliest one. It's like Series 1. Could easily be from like Series 1 or 2, but it's like set 1 or something like that. And like your dark blues tend to be like set 5 and all that. So far these are all usable, which is awesome. And then we've got some more greens and some more greens. So plenty of greens. I won't have time to go through and like figure out what set it is actually on screen. So let's have a look through actual like Tretta mechanics this time. So I'll start with the Conkeldurr. Alright, so I've already briefly explained some of the basic stats that I actually did get correct. Actually, I'll put it on the ground and see if I can zoom in even more and get the focus going. Oh, might be stuff I get it like, you know, the right way. Okay, so this one does have English on it, and as I said, there was ones that didn't have English on it. But as you can see on the back there, we've got HP, which is obviously the health that it has, attack, defense, and speed. So attack is referring to obviously how much physical damage it does. Defense is obviously how much resistance it has, and the speed, I'm pretty sure that's how, if you compare it to the other puck you're up against, it's how many times it can attack, just off the top of my head. Sorry, no, it's the order that they attack in, but sometimes I've seen Pokemon do 2 attacks in one before the other puck can actually attack. In regards to energy, it's kind of the overall statistics of how good that particular puck is. So energy at 53, it's not all that good, because we've already seen pucks, say, with like energy of 158 or something like that. So overall, that puck is really good. And I think it also goes by, you know, what class that particular puck is in. So this Conkeldurr puck is only a 1-star, which is like basic class or something like that, or normal class. Whereas a 2-star puck, which I do have, it's the Darumaka puck as well. Unfortunately, that's not going to focus properly at this point, so manual focus. Darumaka has 2-star, which is the super class, and that's got an energy of 53. So even though it's a super class puck, it's about as good as the Conkeldurr, but that's to be expected considering that Darumaka is obviously the baby Pokemon. Darmanitan, if it's in the 2-star, would probably have something like 60 or 70 energy, I would say, just by estimate. Hard to really tell without actually looking at it. And then from your 3-star, which I'm going to have none of, I do believe, because I don't think I ordered any hyper rank cards. 4-star is going to be Master Rank, which is obviously a little bit harder to find. And then you got like your really rare ones called Legend and Ultimate. So they're going to have like boasting the most energy in each of the series. Legend, I think, is like obviously going to be a little bit rarer as well. Overall, you'd think they'd be like better cards to use, but I can't show any of them off because I do believe I didn't buy any of them. And as I said, I will kind of go on my way to make sure I do go through and buy some so I can show them off on camera. But for the meantime, we'll just stick with that. We've got the Conkeldurr 1 star, which is the normal class, 53 energy, and then we'll do some comparisons as well with a few other pucks. I mean, actually I have an example right here. So if we go like the Bravery for one of the upper classes from Series 3 onwards, it's got 2 star, it's got energy of 93, no sorry, 97. Wow, I really can't read tonight, can I? And as you can see, it's got better stats overall. It's got 132 attack compared to the miserable 60 attack. It's got better health. It's got HP of 100, no, am I reading that right? 168 health? Did I read that right? Yeah, no, that's right. 168 health, and it's got energy of like 97. Yeah, just general better stats in general. So you can kind of see like how the energy kind of comes into play, somewhat similar to the levels in actual Pokemon games, is probably the best comparison I can do just for now. But since this is from like one of the earlier series, stat-wise, you're not going to be all that great, because I think after a while you can only use certain series up with certain arcade machines and all that. As regards to the colours, that's referring to series. Nothing about rarity whatsoever. The rarity actually comes in the stars and all that. It's not the colours. Colours actually represent what series they came from and all that. So that's pretty cool. The only exception to that, of course, would be like if they're a legend or an ultimate, or if they're a promotional puck, they will have different colours in that aspect. So from some series, you'll have as your legend or your master, they will be black pucks instead of like the green. So that's about the only exception to that rule. And in regards to all the other information for Tretta, that's about all I really know for now in regards to like what can I tell you about the mechanic wise for Pokemon Tretta. Otherwise I need to actually bring the 3DS version up and show you how it all works firsthand is probably the better way of like explaining it. But of course I'll leave that for like region lock instead. Alright, so we've got, as I said, we'll start going through and reacting to them now. This is probably going to be the easiest part of the video. So we've got Snivy, we've got a Gengar, which is going to be the basic level. I'm going to try and get it so I can show everything on the screen. Then we have a Samurott, which is one, by the way, I love that pose for Samurott. I will say this, the Pokemon Tretta pucks is somewhat similar to the TCG artwork. I really adore some of the models that they've got on them. Got a Tepig, and we've got a Yamask. So, haven't seen any of these, considering they're like Series 1 or 2 pucks. And the only problem with this is I've got to actually turn them upside down to see all their stats. Oh, there is one other thing I've got to cover, but I'll cover that very briefly in 1 second. So, the moves on these ones, I won't make too much of a fuss out of this. So, we've got Shadow Ball, we've got Ice Beam, we've got on the Tepig, which has got 3 moves, Ember, Flame Charge, and Rollout. I think that was the Darumaka. No, it's Conkeldurr with Hammer Arm. And then the Snivy has Vine Whip, Leaf Tornado, Aerial Ace. And of course the Yamask had Astonish. Now the other thing I was like really confused by in the last episode was on the side. I was like, you know, the side actually doesn't match up with, you know, the Pokemon's name or picture and all that. Because I originally thought, you know, you had them to the side and you could see what Pokemon it was. Nope, it turns out on the side they actually do something really fancy. So if you had like a complete collection, you can kind of see that it makes somewhat of a picture. So if I was bothered, I actually have a little snippet I'll throw in now. You put them all to the side, that actually makes like one big picture, and you can have like the series numbers all to the side. Unfortunately, I might be able to actually show it off. It even shows like what series it's from too. So like this is set 7 in total, which would be from series 2, I do believe. So if I was like put 45 there, you can kind of see like the Espeon tail matches up with the Umbreon, so it would start making like this really big picture out of all the series numbers. So that's what that whole side thingamajig is about. So it's got nothing to do with like the actual puck itself. It actually goes out and makes like one big picture when you go and put the pucks together, which is really cool. Anyways, I'll try and put these back on screen, and I've got an even more effective way now of showing them. Hey! Anyways, we've got Scissor, then we've got Axu. Scissor will probably have like Bullet Punch. Yep, Bullet Punch and Axu will have 3 moves in total. Damn. And I can't seem to go over anymore. Dragon Rage, Dragon Claw, and Scratcher, it's 3 moves. And then we've got the Superior and the Tepig. Another Tepig, won't go over that. But the Superior is going to have the Iron Tail as its move. Alright, so we'll continue on with opening up the greens again, because obviously if I got dupes, I don't need to go over their moves. So another Superior, got another Samurott, we got a Pichu. Pichu's gonna have the Thunder Shock on it. Got an Ember. I don't think I did Ember, I did Tepig. The Ember's gonna have the Brick Break. It's got some nice stats there as well. Got another Vanillux, of course I do. How many of these do I have in total, I wonder? Avalanche, we got the Yamask again, we got the Concorder, got the Gengar, got another Tepig, and we got another Snivy. Continuing on with the greens, as I said, there's going to be a lot of dupes here, but for me that's going to be great, because it means I'm pretty sure I can go through and like keep using the same puck if it's the same, a different ID and all that. Darumaka, got an Espeon. Espeon is going to be a 2-star, which is the Super Rank, Confusion, and Signal Beam as its moves. Pichu, got an Umbreon as well. That Umbreon is going to have Bite and Double Edge. Double Edge? Okay, I wasn't expecting an Umbreon. Got a Ducklet. Ducklet is going to have the Wing Attack. Got another Ducklet. Got an Oshawott, which is going to have Razor Shell, Water Gun, and Dig. Some pretty interesting moves there coming from Oshawott. Another Pichu. Got a Piplup with the Bubble Beam, so flip that over so you can see that, and another Yamask, and one last green pile, probably not the last because I'm assuming there'll be hopefully some more series 1 or 2 cards in here. Darumaka, Umbreon, Piplup, Espeon, Ducklet, another, oh there's 2 Ducklets, I didn't actually realise that. Wing Attack and Wing Attack? Yep, they both got Wing Attack, so not missing too much there. Oshawott, Piplup, Yamask, and Darumaka. Alright, so now we move on to some blue pucks. So again, I think these are like Deep River or something like that from like series 1 or 2 or something like that. They look pretty old. We've got the Crocodile, which is already a normal rank. We've got Absol. Got a Dragonite, which is only a 1-star. A Wafflebet, an Eevee, Purloin, Scraggy, and a Meowth. Is going to be like our first 8 we'll be looking at. Scraggy is going to have the Payback, Purloin with Feint Attack, Wafflebet with the counter to be expected, Eevee with Quick Attack, Dragonite with the Dragon Rush, and the... Is that Hurricane? I can barely read that. Yep, it's Hurricane. And then we've got the Sucker Punch, Crocodile with the Snarl, and the Meowth with the Scratch Attack. That's going to be followed up by... the, hold on, I'm going to see if I can get a bit more, there we go. Gonna go for Ember on Litwick, and the Stunfisk is gonna have quite a lot of moves there. Thunder Shock, Mud Slap, and the Mud Bomb. So if we just flip them over so you guys can see that. There we go, that's what Stunfisk and Litwick's gonna look like. Again, they're only the normal rank pucks. Not that great for in regards to, you know, power and all that. 50 energy for Stunfisk, Litwick with 35, so obviously they're going to go down pretty easy. Ordino was 67, the Snorlax with that amazing 78. I really hope that's got some good moves, because I'll probably be relying on that a little bit. 78 there. Oh, we got a Kyurem! Oh, sweet! 95 energy, so that's definitely going to get some usage from me. Got a Riolu there. We've also got a Dewott. And we've got a Druddigon there. 10, that Druddigon looks real cool. So, Snorlax is going... I'll see if I can zoom out. There we go, now that's better. Is that Snorlax holding something? I'm gonna look that up afterwards, but it looks like it's holding something. Snorlax with Body Slam. It's got 180 health, 75 in attack and defense, and 29, so obviously that'll get outsped a lot of the time, but still, that's gonna be hitting quite hard. Litwick with Ember, Stunfisk with... Did we ever look at this? Yeah, I did. Ordino with Double Slap and Hyper Voice, Druddigon with Dragon Claw, Oshawott, sorry not Oshawott, Dewott's probably going to have Razor Shell. Yep, Razor Shell and Aqua Jet. Kyurem is going to something have Glaciate, Ice Beam, and Blizzard, alright? Wasn't expecting. I think Glaciate's like a later move. Counter and Force Palm for the Riolu. And then we have everyone's favourite, Pansage. Then we have a Darmanitan sitting at that 77 energy. So what did I say was my guess? I think it was in the 70s for Darmanitan. 65 for the Pignite, and of course the last blue that I have on hand is going to be an Axu with 53. So Darmanitan has Headbutt, Fire Punch, and Flare Blitz. Pansage with that Solar Beam, sorry. And the Pignite's gonna have Heat. Is that Heat Crash? And Flame Charge. Heat Crash? Is there a move called Heat Crash, or am I completely out of moves at the moment? I'm just gonna quickly look that up. Nope, there is actually a move called Heat Crash, and it's only signature to the Tepig evolution line. It's somewhat similar to like Heavy Slam, but it's just for, you know, that line. Seriously, I must not use M-Ball an awful lot to have not known that. Seriously, have I actually used the M-Ball line? I think I have, but only for special. Huh, there we go. That's why I thought Heat Crush was an actual move, because A, I've never used it, and B, I've never really given it a thought. Huh, cool. I gotta use that sometime. What if that's actually useful in VGC and if Trick Room? Gonna give that a thought for Wi-Fi Wednesday this year. Ooh. Anyways, when I put them to the side, I'm gonna put these in like a little separate area because they're all my usable pucks for the 3DS version. Seriously, now I'm really excited to give this a go because I went to go play Pokemon Tretta Lab after I did my first unboxing. And I was like, oh, none of these pucks are working, why? And then I looked up what series that Tretta Lab was supported for, and I was like, oh, that's really sad because I only got 2 pucks from that particular series. Alright, so unfortunately none of these pucks are going to be from the earlier series, which is kind of disappointing, so I'll try and get through these ones a little bit quicker because I think most of them I would have seen in the first part of the unboxing. These ones look like they might be from the later series as well. Yep, I've seen those pucks. These pucks are from the later ones as well. Hopefully though, I've got a few pucks that I might have been missing from some parts of the collection, because I was kind of going through and sorting out the collection as well. There's like one series, or one set that I have that's not too far off completion. The only thing that's missing is just your Master, and your Ultra ranks and everything. Nope, so far these are all from Series 3 onwards. Oh, don't tell me those couple of pucks were like the only ones from like Series 1 and all that. Damn. Alright, just cracking open this last pile. Not looking too promising though, because I think these are still Series 3 onwards. Yep, they are. So more Mega Evolutions. I didn't have that. Rotom Mo. And more Vanillux, and oh, Glaceon, haven't opened up that yet. Okay, so these hopefully are going to be finishing off some of the collections that we opened up in part 1. Unfortunately though, I'm a little bit disappointed there's not too many more Series 1 or 2 in here, so I'm going to have to make deal with the pucks that I've already got. So we may as well open up the Vanillux one first. You know, since we've already seen Vanillux like 3,000 times. So, Vanillux, Pikachu, Mega Slowbro, then we have Mega Gardevoir, Mega Metagross, Mega Banette, Mega Lucario, and the Noibat. I do believe we've opened up all of them already, so I'm just probably going to skip through most of these. Like, I'll just show the ones that I got, and then if there's any, I don't know. Oh, I didn't get that. Hurricane and Focus Blast for the Tornadus Incarnate and the Theroform. So unfortunately I don't get to find out what happens with those particular pucks because I'd have to go to the arcades in Japan to find out. But so far, I don't think I got Bravery. I think I was like, oh, that's strange, I missed Bravery. Aerolace and Crush Claw. I mean, heck, as you can see, the energy of 135, so it's a decent Pokemon considering it's only from Superclass. Froakie, Mega Swampert, we've got the Pancham, Stunfisk, Coughing, Marill. I know I got most of the Dark Blue class as well. That's the only one I'm really missing. The, you know, the 3 stars, the 4 stars, the Secret Rare, and maybe the Legendary out of that one. So that was pretty cool to walk away knowing that at least. So far, nothing that's really caught my eye for like, hey, you haven't got me yet, look at me. Corphish, Druddigon. Mostly at this point, it looks like all mostly 1 stars, so can't really make too much a comment either. Hydreigon, I'm pretty sure we got that. Mega Aggron, we got that. Mega Venusaur, Mega Charizard X, Marlitic, Kangaskhan, Mega Chespin, Charmander, Mega Manectric, Mega Garchomp. But now we move on to like Glaceon, who was like one of the more rarer ones, I do believe, because there was a whole set dedicated to that. Glaceon, which I know we didn't get, and that's like snowy in Japanese. Icy Wind and Aquatail for the Glaceon. Then we have Umbreon, which is darky, or blacky, I think in Japanese. That's what it's called in Japanese, don't get mad at me. And its move is going to be Bite and Shadow Ball. And then we have Espeon. I don't think I showed off Espeon. That's going to have the Dazzling Gleam and Confusion. Then we go back to all the packs we've already seen and on part 1. So if you haven't seen like part 1 where I just go through and explain what their moves were, make sure to check that out. It would have been like the previous episode for Thingamajig Thursday. But yeah, mostly at this point, a lot of these we've already seen. But the first pack I see in this pile, I know we haven't seen, which is the Mega Lati Os. I always get that particular line incorrect. That's going to have Dragon Breath only, but it's going to have some nice stats there as well. Going to have the Esper, Umbreon, Clef Key. I don't think we picked up any Clef Keys at all in the last part, so that's going to have Fairy Wind. Mega Manectric. I'm not sure if that's the same Mega Manectric. No, it's not. I only picked up one Mega Manectric, so that's a different series one. That's going to have Wild Charge, Bulbasaur, Chespin, Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Absol, Mega Charizard Y, another Mega Venusaur, Squirtle, and Mega Aggron. I'll do the Rotom because I know for a fact I didn't get Rotom Mo. I was like, oh, that's the only Rotom I didn't get, so that's Rotom Mo. And that's going to come with Leaf Storm. Kind of go figure there because they all had their signature moves that the Rotom in each of its form get. Colgader, Mega Tyranitar, Escavalier, then we got the Holuntula, Mega Lucario, Slowbro, Mega Pikachu, Excadrill, Mega Salamence, Vanillux, Mega Beedrill, and Esper. Sorry, not Esper, Meowstic Male. Woo! Here we go. I mean, near the end of the video, and I'm already getting Pokemon names incorrect. Go figure. We got the Bishop, got another Tornadus in its Incarnate and its Theorem form. Meowstic again, another Mega Blastoids, Mega Beedrill, Mega Salamence. Then we got the Vanillux. As I said, there's so many Vanillux in this series, you would have thought everyone loved it. Maybe it is a popular Pokemon in Japan, who knows. Mega Slowbro, another Rotom Mo, Mega Lucario, Mega Garchomp, and we're finishing off with Mega Aerodactyl and Mega Banette. Got a few more piles to open up, and that's all she wrote really for this episode. As I said, it was kind of just covering over some of the mechanics I got incorrect and just looking at the rest of the pucks that I got. So mostly going to be Mega Pokemon because I actually didn't, well, there is a hyper version of them as well, obviously with much better stats and everything, and they're going to be a lot harder to get a hold of due to their rarity. So far so good. I mean, heck, if I was actually playing these on the actual arcades, I'd be laughing at this point. So many like decent Pokemon too with decent energy and for super rank too. So you put these in for like 100 yen, which is the equivalent to $1 in Australian and US dollar. You put that in, I think at times you do have a chance of winning pucks as well from these particular arcades. I mean, if I think about it, I will probably put a card or something like that referencing to the video where I actually talk about Pokemon Tretta in a Trivia Tuesday video. Tropius! Woo! I always like having dupes of like really cool pucks. But yeah, eventually like Pokemon Tretta became Pokemon Bactrio, which was, you know, instead of the square shape, it's a more circular shape, and then it became Pokemon Galio, which is the current arcade for Japan. So then once again they go to like rectangle shape, and they've got QR codes at the bottom of it, which means they interact with the 3DS Pokemon games as well. And by that I mean Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Moon. You can actually use them if you got the Japanese games to put them in. You can find Pokemon in your Pokedex, which is really cool. So instead of like sharing your QR codes with everyone. You had to actually have the Galio cards to actually do that in the Japanese version, which is, you know, kind of why I want to get the Galio pucks. Oh, sweet! That's a cool looking Tyranitar that I know I don't have. Nice! It's got the Mega Evolution off to the side too, so nice. I actually wasn't paying attention. I was kind of just putting them down and be like, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, but no, I don't have that one. That's really cool. What's that one got? That one's got Stone Age, and yes, that'll be in Series 3, so again, I can't use that one, which is really unfortunate. No Mega Evolutions allowed in, like, the 3DS version, I do believe. Flareon, which I'm pretty sure I picked up in the last episode. 3 piles left, and then, you know, that'll be it until I get the next lot of pucks in the mail, which may be at the end of the month, but hopefully I'm back from holiday by that point when they come in the mail. Axu. Oh, there we got Pikachu. No, that'd be great. I'll put a puck down and the whole tower of pucks come crumbling down. You know, how sad would that be? Mega Skeptile, Darmanitan, got the Braxkin. Then we got Bladeform Aegislash, and the last two are going to be Mega Aerodactyl and the Frogadier. Yeah, I've got to keep zooming out at this point because the towers just keep climbing up. Oh, Staryu, I know I didn't have that. I actually didn't have a lot from that particular series. Also got the Bellsprout, so what has those two got? Water Gun and Vine Whip. Yep. And then we got Goodra, which I know I don't have. There wasn't an awful lot from that particular colour. So, Dragon Pulse. Then we got Chocopi, which I had like one of. Pichu, Seviper, which I know I didn't have. That one's got Poison Tail. That's good. Then we got Nincada, Pikachu, Inkay, and the last couple is going to be Dedenne, Stumpfisk, and last but not least is going to be the Scyther. Oh wait, I've got one more pile. It was just hidden away over in the corner there. I'm going blind. Last couple is going to be Stumpfisk, Marill, Dedenne, Scyther, Pikachu, Pichu, Pancham, Nincada, another Seviper, Goodra, Eevee, and Clefairy, which I know I don't have. Clefairy's going to be double slap for that particular variant. Anyways, that's going to be pretty much it for now in regards to the Pokemon Tretta unboxing, unless of course, you know, because the parcel's coming from Japan, that could be on fast track for me. I know, I love ordering from Japanese importers because they're always so kind, they always give me extra stuff. Like I said, I got the Chopsticks from this one, and last couple of sellers I've bought from. They've imported the games for me, and I've got Pokemon TCG cards from Japan. I've got promo packs and everything. It's like, oh, I love importing from Japan. They're so kind, so lovely, so friendly. So if that's the case, then there'll be a third part following up from this one for the following Thursday. If not, then it'll be back to probably TCG or even Nano Blocks, depending on how I feel. And hopefully in that meantime, I might be able to do something for the Pokemon Tretta Region Lock series, if I've got enough pucks to do so, or if I figure out some way of actually doing that particular series. So, I guess I've got no idea what the next episode of Thingamajig Thursday will be. It'll be any type of topic, I guess, because as I said, this series kind of goes on a whim of like what I feel like doing for that particular Thursday. But anyways, until next time, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!